Hey guys, it's Kaylee. I am here on time this week with a what sold from last week video. I'm going to be sharing with you a breakdown of my sales across all of the platforms that I sold on. Spoiler alert, it was a pretty good week and my sales are starting to climb. So I actually have a lot of highlighted sales to show you on some items that I do recommend that you pick up during the season so that you can make some good profits. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm an online reseller. I find used clothing at thrift stores and I flip them online for a profit. My channel is about teaching other people to resell and make money online. All the links that I mentioned in the video are down below in the description. You can click on the link tree down below and it will pop up my eBay and Poshmark closet if you're interested in viewing. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions or you just want to say hi. You can also send me a message over on Instagram. If you like this reseller content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified when I make new videos. Let's jump into today's video. So all of the sales that I am going to highlight and show you are from October 4th through October 10th. That is a Sunday through a Saturday. These are all of my total sales. I sold a total of 50 items and I sold on just two platforms, my main platforms, eBay and Poshmark. I had a gross sales total of about $1,800 and my average sale price was about $36. My total cost of goods for everything that I sold was about $250. On eBay, I sold 32 and on Poshmark, I sold just 18. On eBay, I sold a little over $1,200 with an average sale price of $38. And then on Poshmark, I sold $568 with an average sale price of about $31. Jumping on in to some highlighted sales, we're going to start over on eBay. I sold a St. John's Bay women's leather jacket with some embroidery. If you're on my Instagram, you'll see that within the past 7 days, I actually sold not only this leather embroidered jacket, but also another one for quite a bit of money. So keep your eye out for leather embroidered jackets. This one was by St. John's Bay, not exactly a brand I would recommend picking up on the regular basis. This one even had a little bit of wear. I listed this for $85 and it did end up selling at full price. If you guys are ever curious, as I've mentioned in other videos, if I'm charging shipping or not, because I am experimenting and it varies listing to listing, you can always look right here to see if I'm charging shipping or not. This next item is a pair of men's jeans by the brand Diesel. Diesel is one of my favorite brands to pick up. Some of their stuff can go for a lot of money and it really depends on the style. So this one was called Zathan, and one of the reasons I really like selling men's jeans is because the style name is usually on the inside, and as you can see here, even the wash number, the wash style was on there as well. Very modern pair of jeans. I had these listed for $59.99 and they did end up selling at full price. So keep your eye out for Diesel jeans. Here's another high profit sale last week. This is a Land's End jacket. So originally I picked this up because it is called the Squall jacket, as you can see here. And I did look up that style, and that style in general was doing pretty well. However, you can see the style name on the tag. Here's how I figured that out. However, this one said sample on the inside, which told me that I had a more desirable color. So with all of that in mind, I priced mine quite high and I had this listed for $79.99 and it ended up selling on an offer for $65. You can probably see a trend here where I'm going to be selling a lot of sweaters and jackets. I love this type of year. This is really my comfort zone, selling jackets and sweaters and fall and winter items. Not only am I born in fall, and so October is definitely my favorite month, but I just really thrive in this type of fashion. So I really enjoy this time of the year. Not to mention Q4 sales always spike up, even if you're not doing anything. So I had a great sales week. This is another jacket that I sold. This one is by Marmot, definitely a brand that I'd recommend you pick up. This one's kind of an older style, definitely an older green. You can see there were a couple spots on this. I had this one listed for $53.90 and it did sell at full price. This was a recent find. This is just a Madewell oversized flannel, and the oversized part actually came from the inside style name. So this is a buffalo plaid in the red and black, which I highly recommend you keep an eye out for. Last season, it was super, super popular. Everybody was picking up red and black buffalo plaid, and I had imagined that it would probably be the case for this year too. As you can see, the stuff is selling. So this sold very, very quickly. And let's see here. The person actually bought this in a bundle. I don't know if you call it a bundle on eBay, but they bought more than one thing at once. So they actually got a discount, I believe, because I think I have a sale going on. So this item and then the next item I'm about to show you sold all together for $57.98. So almost $30 each. Here is the next item that she purchased within that bundle. This is a Lucky Lotus Lucky Brand acid wash sweatshirt. And one thing I wanted to show you was to always look out for a contrast cuff. This seems to be pretty popular in a lot of different brands. And in general, I think this grungy acid wash always does well. So Lucky Lotus, I believe, is a part of the Lucky brand line. And so for that reason, I picked it up. Honestly, I was hoping to keep this and wear a little bit, but isn't that how it always goes? If you decide you want to wear something, it starts to sell. So again, this item, they both sold for $57.98, and the buyer did pay a combined shipping total for that. Okay, this is an Affliction sweatshirt. I just picked this up. I just got it listed, and it sold within like 24 hours. So that makes me think I probably priced it a little too low, or who knows, maybe I priced it just right. Affliction stuff doesn't usually yield that much for me anymore, but this is kind of unique. I haven't seen a graphic sweatshirt like this, and I really like these shoulder pad details. So I have this one listed for $24.99, and like I said, it sold pretty much overnight for my asking price. This is a J. Crew men's pullover sweater. I have been sitting on this for a little bit, so I'm happy that it sold. I had this one listed for $35, and it did sell at full price. This was just a nautical striped shawl sweater by J. Crew. I tend to look for really nautical looking. If you've not watched my keywords videos, I talk about the nautical style in there, but this is definitely a nautical style. And I think that, the combination of the navy blue, the white, and the stripes does really well together, regardless of brand. This is an Adrian Vittadini cashmere sweater, not a brand that I pick up all the time. I actually have been coming across it quite a bit, but I specifically picked this one up because it was new with tags. It appeared to be something sold during the holidays, and this was a 100% two-ply cashmere in a size extra large, great neutral color. So this one I had listed for $45 and it did sell at full price. This is definitely an older item. This is a Banana Republic women's lamb's wool Angora hooded sweater. So I originally picked this up because of the luxurious materials, as you can see here. And then with that, you don't usually see these materials paired with a hoodie. So I thought that that was a really interesting item, which is why I picked it up. Like I said, I had been sitting on this for a while. I had this listed at $54.99, and I ended up accepting an offer of $38. Here is another lamb's wool sweater. This one is by Northcrest, also something I think I've been holding on to for about a year now, but I am happy that I got it in the first place because, again, this kind of stuff just sells, and this was a really pretty color. Brand didn't really matter to me, just the fact that it had some really nice material in it, and I liked the cable knit pink color. So this one I had listed at $29.99 and it did sell on an offer for $26.99. Another sweater, this one is made of merino wool, And this is the brand Kilronan, which I think I actually, yeah, here in our Poshmark sales, you'll actually see another Kilronan knitwear sweater that just sold over on Poshmark this last week as well. So I think I picked this up not really knowing much about the brand. I just picked it up because of the style of the sweater and the fact that it was made with wool. And it did sell. This one I've actually picked up this year, and I had it listed for $35, and it did sell at full price. You can see because it was a lighter colored item, I changed up the background just so it would pop, and that's a tip that I have for you if you have lighter colored items and you normally shoot on a white background so that the cover photo does not get washed out. Also, a recent find, I showed these in a recent haul video. These are a pair of Levi's men's acid wash 501 jeans. Something that was special about these, besides the acid wash, which to me is amazing, the contrast in black and white on these is so vivid and so cool, was the fact that they were button fly. So all of those details really added to these jeans, and I definitely priced high because I knew it was a bit more unique. So I had these listed at $49.99, and they sold really, really quickly for $44.99. This is Gimmicks by BKE, which is a brand sold at Buckle. And I just really like the uniqueness of this top. It had a little bit of fringe detail at the bottom, and it just was kind of Western slash Southwestern, which I thought was really pretty. This one sold for my asking price of $24.99. Another recent pickup, this one is by Torrid. This is a camo zip hoodie. This one was actually an international sale through the global shipping program, and this one sold on an offer for $24.99. Even had a little spot right here, but as you guys have probably heard from me in a lot of my videos, Torrid is a great bread and butter brand for me, and I really enjoy picking it up. Here is an Anthropologie piece. This is by the brand Dolan, and this is the Left Coast collection. I don't know why, but I find myself picking this up often. Usually they have a bit more substantial pieces. This one was just kind of a cardigan, almost like a blazer style cardigan with some marled colors, and it had a little bit of a cinch waist. So I had this one listed for $24.99, and it ended up selling on an offer for $22.49. Here is another Torrid piece. As I just mentioned, I really love picking up this brand. They sell great plus size pieces, and I'm always trying to be size inclusive while still remaining modern and on trend. So this was a size 3, which if you didn't know, Torrid has vanity sizing, so that's actually equivalent to a 3X. And this is just a denim jacket. Again, I recently showed this in a haul. I listed this one for $29.99, and it did sell at full price. This is a Ralph Lauren, another great bread and butter brand for me. This is an asymmetric skirt. To be honest, I really am not a fan of the colors of this. The dark brown and the black just do not do it for me. But because it was 100% silk and the fact that it was asymmetric and the brand really spoke to me, and just historically I've done really well. So you don't always have to like something to pick it up. That's not my business model. If I know it's going to sell, I'll pick it up. So this one I had listed at $40, and it sold on an offer for $36. Okay, this is the first Poshmark sale that I wanted to show you from last week. This was actually an item that I bought off of Poshmark in order to flip back onto either eBay and Poshmark. And during this time, this was during the shutdown when I couldn't go thrifting. And so I spent some time trying to basically do online arbitrage, and that would include going onto other platforms and trying to find items. So I found a bunch of vintage leather bohemian bags, and honestly, in general, I paid anywhere from $17 to $25 for each of them, and I intended to flip them for a lot more. So I kind of upped the value for most of these by modeling in the photos, and I tried to keep it that Western vibe so someone could see themselves wearing it. This was definitely one of my favorite ones that I picked up. It was super, super unique, got a lot of tassel details and some medallions. I just thought this was a gorgeous handbag. So this one, I believe, was bought outright. I think I did have it listed at $75 and someone just bought it outright, which I was really, really happy with. I definitely don't suggest you go on and start buying things for $20 to $25 because you don't know if they're going to flip for a lot. But when you become a more seasoned reseller, maybe consider it. I'm definitely experimenting with it. And like I said, this was during the time when I could not go to thrift stores. So I'm actually happy with the things that I picked up, and I thought that they were pretty smart flips. This is a Free People oversized boxy funnel tunic sweater. So Free People oversized anything usually does well for me. This was super cozy. I really like the oatmeal tan color of this, and then the funnel neck usually does well. So this was a size small, but as we know, Free People stuff is normally very, very oversized. So don't let that deter you because if it could be worn because it's oversized, it could be worn. This one probably up to a size extra large and still look great. So I don't let sizes deter me on Free People. So this one sold for $40. I definitely recommend if you're picking up Free People, you try to do your best and look up the exact style. I don't think this one had the tag on the inside for me to do that, so I just titled as is. This is a pair of women's jeans. These are a collab between Seven Jeans and Melissa McCarthy. So I very, very rarely ever pick up Seven Jeans anymore, but I do know that the collab with Melissa McCarthy does really well. So I'll tend to pick those up while, of course, looking up the style name, which was straight on these. Plus, they were a size 18, which really helped to sell them. So these ones sold for $35. Here's that brand again, Kilronan. So I would say, yeah, definitely one to look out for. I think they're kind of similar to Erin Crafts, if you're familiar with that one. Most of the sweaters that are made in Ireland do very well for me. I really enjoy picking them up. So this one sold within the price I was expecting it to for $40. And this is a Fabletics jacket. I actually picked this up in a bundle from another reseller who was basically liquidating her closet, and I am so glad that this sold. I actually think that on average I spent about $10 on each item in the bundle that I bought from them. That would include shipping and everything. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But when she was selling these, I was actually able to use all her photos, which was really helpful. So this one was such an easy flip over onto my closet because I could just copy the listing over. So this one did sell for $35, and like I said, all the work was done for me, even the listing. Here is a pretty cool vintage piece. This is a USA Olympics vintage color block windbreaker. In general, I have a very hard time flipping windbreakers. They've got to be very, very unique and desirable, and I thought this one was just really cool. It was also size extra large. This is a USA Olympics line from JCPenney. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool. In the past, USA Olympic stuff can do pretty well as long as it's in good condition. So this one sold for $35. Here's Torrid again. I sold a pair of the premium bombshell skinny jeans. These ones flipped very quickly. I went back and forth and we settled at $33. These are a size 20R, which is pretty good size. And they were just a modern style in Torrid. So these sold for $33. I sold this Vince alpaca wool cashmere tunic cardigan sweater. I really like picking up Vince pieces when they are in really nice materials, and I thought this was pretty unique. I really liked the style of this, and I thought it kind of went on trend with like that log and look minimalist vibe. So for that reason, I picked this up. Did take a little bit to sell, but overall, I was happy that I picked this up because it did sell for $55, which is a great return on investment. You guys are seeing the trend here is that I really focus on pairing decent brands with really nice materials. And last item I wanted to show you was this Eddie Bauer lightweight quilted down jacket. So on the jacket itself, it had the EB700, which I believe is the heat rating, if I'm correct, on the downfill. So I always, if I find something like this, either on the outside or the inside of the jacket,
I will put that in my listing because I will have people ask for that number. It's a measurement of something. I believe it's the warmth weight. So down-filled items are going to do really well. This just means that the item is filled with duck feathers, basically, and people really like that because it keeps them very warm, but it keeps the garment very lightweight. So you're not having to wear something heavy to stay warm, and that's why a lot of people pick it up. So you can't go wrong with a good condition down jacket, especially when it's in a well-known brand like Eddie Bauer. And in particular, I'm finding that people are looking for something that is either ribbed all over like this one is or quilted. So this one sold for $40, which I was pretty happy with.
Alright guys, so that is it for what sold from last week. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Drop a comment down below and let me know if your sales have started to pick up for Q4. Don't forget to use your free shipping coupon if you have one. They just became available. I'm going to try to mention it in each of my videos over the next week just to remind you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.